There's something a-brewing across the heartland of America. That's right, folks, the Tea Parties are back. Most Americans are tired of the government treating us like wine grapes, squeezing every drop out of us. While paying taxes is a biblical responsibility, and we should, the Tea Party goers are just asking the government to spend less and be fiscal responsibility and tax us less. That's all, folks. It's as simple as that. We're going to go to 2 tea parties in the Inland Empire, but before we do so, we're first going to stop at California Assemblyman Anthony Adams' office, and we're going to talk to him. We're going to ask him some tough questions. He is a Republican. Then we're going to go to United States Congressman Joe Baca's office and ask him some questions as well. Here's Assemblyman Anthony Adams' office. Would you or somebody from your office be able to make any comments about taxation and the Tea Party issues?
Actually, our press secretary is on the phone right now, so let me go back and let her know that you're here, and I'll be right back.
A comment about his voting to increase taxes. Does your office have a comment?
Actually, what I would do is I declined to comment on camera, but what I would be willing to do is possibly set up an interview for you with Assemblyman.
Hi, how are you today?
Just fine. How can I help you?
Great. I wanted to know if I can get an interview from Congressman Baca or somebody in his office regarding high taxation and the Tea Party that's going on today.
Okay, Congressman is not available.
Would you like to make comments?
No, I wouldn't.
And your
I
name?
can get you our public relations director.
That'd be wonderful.
Sure, here you are.
I'm Bill Retz. How you doing?
Hi, Bill, good to see you.
I'm doing an independent news story. We're not with a major news channel. We're doing an independent news story.
Where are you located?
I'm located on East Street in San Bernardino.
Really?
Yeah. And we're doing some coverage on the issues of the Tea Party we're going to cover throughout Inland Empire today. And wanted to know, do you guys support the Tea Party movement? This is going to be on websites and blogs for the Tea Party movement as well.
I don't have any comment on that.
No comment? No. Okay. So
If we don't stand up for our freedoms in America, we're going to lose it if we don't.
I'm almost 80 years old, and I've never seen the country in the shape it's in today.
I'm tired of my taxes going up and up and up. They need to control spit.
I'm here to say stop the government tyranny.
Say that I'm here to support the working, the small businessman. I think he's getting really hit hard, especially in the state of California.
Just against higher taxes, no matter who you are, no matter what your political agenda is.
They need to take a little better care of the taxes.
My name's Mary. I feel like I am disenfranchised, like I don't have a voice. They've all betrayed us. Both parties have betrayed us, and I want my country back.
And in all fairness, for a while there, the Republicans were running it, and they screwed it up too. But you're right. Now it's going to get really worse. So now we really got to step up.
I'm here today because my rights are not being represented, and the things and the views that I have, they're not being represented by our current government.
What does it say?
No communism.
No communism. What's your name? Just first name only.
Sam?
Anything else you'd like to say? Tell us why you're here, Sam, at the Tea Party.
That I was learning in school that we broke off of England for high taxes, and I don't get why they're trying to make it England again. I just don't get it. High taxes for me, no vote for you.
Well, I'm trying to save my kids' and grandkids' future.
If we as citizens operated our homes the way Congress operates the federal budget, we'd be out of our homes, right?
Is that people are tending to overlook the fact that this $3.5 trillion budget is for next year. What about his next 3 years?
The GOP. None of this would have happened if the Republican majority of the last 8 years hadn't have squandered their 8 years.
Their values.
8 years of dominance. And until the Republican Party takes responsibilities for their failures, I really don't see where there's going to be any improvements in the future.
I think taxes are too high. They keep getting too high. They need to be stopped before it gets too late. The bailouts, they're all nonsense. Only one bank has tried to return the bailout, and the White House denied it.
Is this a Tea Party?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Would you like to have your voice heard?
I can't officially have my voice heard one way or the other right now. I just saw a large crowd here, so I thought I would call and make sure that everything's going okay.
Oh yes, yes indeed.
Why are you here today?
I'm here to protest this tea truck because it doesn't make any sense. You know, this has been going on for so long.
Well, I'm here to basically represent my interest in opposing taxation without representation.
I feel like the American people are being overtaxed.
Barack Obama has spent more money in the last 3 months than President Bush spent in the entire 7 years in Iraq.
We are protesting the stimulus packages and the out-of-controlness of our government. Many people across the nation today are out protesting, probably in the millions, and they're just fed up with the waste in government.
We're based on a free market, which was founded on our forefathers.
I mean, if we don't stand up, who's gonna? So, you know.
Thank you.
They shouldn't be spending more than what they've got, and they need to live within their budgets just like everybody else.
I'm here because I am very upset about how they're spending all of our money. I think if they just gave us our money back and let us spend it, we'd pay off our debts, the banks would have money, they wouldn't have to be bailed out, and we could be in control of our own destiny. That's what freedom's all about.
Just like everybody else, we're just tired of a government that doesn't seem to be listening to us. And
this is the only thing that's ever really moved me as an individual or my family. It's really affected us.
I have to ask you first, who decided to wear the dress this morning?
I'm blonde.
Freedom. And to, for the first time in my life, come to a protest and protest.
I'm here because of the huge amount of public debt that we have. We're in hock to the international bankers, China, Japan.
We're covering the Tea Party in Rancho Cucamonga on the corner of Day Creek and Foothill.
Our leaders have forgotten who their boss is. We, the people, are their boss, not the other way around.
That's good advice. I think they work for us, right? They do work for us. We pay their salaries.
We're the sovereign of this nation. We are the sovereign of this nation, is stated in our Constitution.
How about you, sir?
Well, I'm here to help the protest that these taxes are just killing us as an Americans, and it needs to stop. With $3 trillion debt for our children, it's not fair to our children and our children's children to put this burden on them. We need to stop this spending now. Balance the budget. We all have to live that way ourselves. I balance my budget to live personally. Why can't the government do the same?
Did you hear about the Department of Homeland Security document that they drafted on April 7th and it leaked out to the general public? Did you hear about that? That we would be determined as extremists for being out here and probably are on the Department of Homeland Security's terrorist watch list for practicing our First Amendment rights. What do you think about that?
I think that we were probably on the Department of Homeland Security of Britain's watch list when we had the original revolution in 1776.
I think it's appalling that they would suggest that American veterans who are coming home from fighting for our country would be involved in some subversive activity that would overthrow the government. That's just appalling.
And in case the FBI or the Department of Homeland Security is listening and watching right now, we want you to know that the difference between us and the colonists in 1773 was they used physical force. We're going to use voting force by voting those legislators out of office that are ripping us off.
Veterans, we put our life on the line for this country every single day.
I'm here to exercise my right as an American to protest my government's taxing me without representing me.
And what do you think about the overspending?
I can't overspend in my household. We can't overspend as a country. You can't spend your way out of debt.
Thank you.
Well, you know, we've never done this before, but we figured it's about time we take a stand. And this is a wonderful reason to take a stand, and this is a wonderful country to take a stand for.
Ma'am, do you have any comments?
We're here to support the 912 project because we believe in the principles of freedom and leaving the government out of our personal lives.
No, I'm just happy to see that there's so many people here today. This is a good thing. And I hope it continues once a month.
And I think this is a fine group of people. I hope we get somewhere with this. I hope people recognize.
Yeah, this has been #1 for the last 3 weeks. Buy this book. Be educated about the Constitution of America.
Just what my sign says, freedom and not socialism.
Hi, sweetheart. Can you tell me why you're here today?
I'm here to protest against taxes, so in the future I won't have to pay for all this stuff that my mom didn't pay for. And
thank you.
We need the grassroots out here showing everybody what we think.
We think it's a statement that needs to be made, and we're here just to give support.
I'm dressed like a crayon today is because this is how they wrote the budget in crayon. And this is my handy dandy sign, and I'm with all these other people because we're tired of the higher taxes, and I certainly cannot afford double registration.
They're giving back the money to all the people that caused the problems.